Howdy, y'all. Welcome on in. My Smooth Thor. What's a tavern? Hopefully, you guys are well. Everything is going well. That being said, I'm going to continue with Chapter 5 of The Long Dark, the light at the end of all things, and hopefully finish up sometime probably next week. Just continue with what Astrid's doing. I know that apparently bounces around, which I kind of figured, so I did a little research in the background, see if there's any side quests. So, just a little snippet. In any case, if you guys are enjoying the content, liking and subscribing always does help, and not to mention the notification bell as well. But otherwise, just hang out in general is always the best thing, guys can do. Hey, Jay. How you doing, brother? Okay, so I remember, I think I was... What was I doing? Hey, Petra. Hope you're doing well, Petra. Let's see. Okay. Hey, Andrea. Hope you're doing well, guys. Or ladies. And Jay, it's always good to see you, brother. How you doing? Hanging in there, Jay. Hanging in there, man. Looking at everything real quick before I leave. Yeah, hanging in there as best I can, considering situation and circumstances. So, doing pretty good. Anything interesting going on for y'all? I'm trying to go see Terry. Hey, Doyle. Hey, how are you? Hope y'all doing well. And howdy, Pumpkin. I think I already have fire materials. Did I take anything? Yeah, I did. Oh, whatever. And then as for food, might just take a couple of condensed milks. They're usually pretty good for food, so they fill up the stomach for some reason. Oh, great! It's called The Long Dark. It is a game based in survival, basically, and you are having to deal with a severe cold winter due to some storm from magnetic poles. So, in which Aurora Borealis causes the wildlife to go a bit mad. So, just been paperwork the whole day. Sorry to hear that, Jay. This hasn't been easy. Yeah, I fully recommend it, Pumpkin. If you ever get the chance to play it, I fully recommend it. It's definitely more down to realism, so you're gonna have to get used to understanding different mechanics of real life. Like old man's beard being an antiseptic, natural antiseptic. Rose hips good for or for pain, things like that. You have to start getting used to understanding some of that because it's actually real stuff. Oh. Well, I was hoping, Jay, I was hoping maybe I could lighten the mood for you, but I get it, man. Paperwork's never easy or fun. Is that a snowmobile? It's a snowmobile. Or what did I think? I think pretty sure that's what that thing's called. It's a snowmobile. Nope. I know what that is. I just can't remember the name of it. My mind's not working. Oh well. But this is the story mode of the game, Pumpkin. So this is the story winner meat series of the game, which has a kind of linear guidance. The actual survival thing itself has a lot more to it, but no guidance really. You just kind of get jumped into the world and then you just kind of figure it out. Really? Well, hopefully those meetings go smoothly and aren't too dull. Yikes. Is there anything in the shed besides a snowmobile? Or snow ski or whatever you call it. Unfortunately, my mind is not working and I can't remember what they call that thing. Is there anything up here by the tower? Probably not. The fact that I can't access it pretty much shows me already. Okay. Oh, Terry! Dude. Why are you smoking indoors? Gotcha. Well, I hope they go smooth. Mm-mm. Oh my god, there isn't.
Okay, so... Wait, who are you anyway?
My bad, y'all.
Get what working?
I failed.
Huh?
You said it takes a while to find enough batteries to get it working.
Oh!
Thanks, Jake.
You better come inside, because that's the story.
I say, why not just go in?
So about 10 days ago, Doc Larson asked me to start broadcasting a quarantine message. He was worried about what he was seeing in the town. Some
Yeah, I
weird
realized.
sickness, people going missing, something
I just
with the
forgot.
dogs, too. You know, it's not the kind of thing I usually do with the radio, but I could tell it was important.
So this is before the power went out.
Yeah, before the lights in the sky and all the electronics went dead.
So how did I hear you?
Huh?
I heard your message from the radio tower in Pleasant Valley after the lights in the sky.
Right, so
Yeah.
even though the power was dead, some things were still working. Not well, but well enough. Lights flickering. The TV or radio in your house would suddenly come to life and then die again, almost as quickly. And I'm pretty sure that's even what triggered the fire at the mill.
People in town seem to think it was arson.
I think they want to believe that because it's easier than thinking everything electronic is suddenly trying to kill us, right? Anyway,
Dude,
I realized that if I hooked up a car battery to the radio,
you need to take a break on that.
flicker
On the
on and off and on and off as much when the
smokes.
aurora was in the sky. So I grabbed all the batteries I could find and have been using them to power my transmitter, to broadcast the quarantine message like Doc Larson asked me to. And other stuff.
What other stuff did you do with the radio?
Okay, so
These people look
anyway,
funny.
I've been broadcasting
Yeah.
this message for days.
They
Doc
do.
Larson had gone missing by then, and people were freaking out. People were
It's a
going missing.
watercolor
Some
style.
turned up dead. We didn't know what to do about the quarantine, so I kept broadcasting. But this
It's a
time,
watercolor style.
asking for help. And then out of the blue, I got a response.
You did?
Yeah, some guy. He asked about a doctor. He was cutting in and out.
Right.
Yeah.
He was looking for me.
Whoa. Okay. I tried to tell him Doc Larson was already missing. I could hear him, but he couldn't hear me.
So that's the conversation I overheard.
Okay.
Okay, but like, that's not the interesting thing.
There's more.
Yeah. Two things. First thing, a few days ago, I picked up a distress signal. I couldn't make sense of it, because it was a lot of gibberish and maybe not all of it in English. I don't know, I was a little high. Then, I realized it was coming from a ship.
Yeah, no
But
kidding.
it wasn't on any of the normal frequencies, and it didn't make sense.
Did they broadcast coordinates?
No. But I was able to figure it out, based on signal strength. The signal came from the bay just north of town. Desperation Bay.
Okay.
I meant to check it out myself, but frankly, I'm scared as shit to leave this place. I think there's probably a murderer out there.
Point it out on a map and I'll see what I can find. What's the second thing?
Okay, second thing. This one is especially cool, like something big. About a week ago, I was just minding my own business, rotating the shortwave around to see what I could pick up. And something absolutely massive came through. This was just before the power went out, now that I think about it.
What do you think it was?
No idea. But whatever it was, the signal was powerful enough to take out my favorite unit. I've never seen anything like it. Just fried it, just then and there.
Dang.
I mean, I had to dust off this archaic museum piece to keep broadcasting it. It literally uses vacuum tubes, for crying out loud. How else am I gonna keep calling for a doctor or someone to
Nice.
help protect us from the murderer?
Are you going hunting?
Terry, what do you think the signal was?
I've never seen or heard anything like it before. Signal monitor was off the charts. It just buried the needle and then some. I'm telling you, I don't know what it was, but what I can tell you is
Yes, Terry?
it came from up there.
Aliens. No. We said you're going hunting. What are you going hunting? Wait, you can come for pixie dust and fairies?
Cargo ship. Mysterious radio signal.
You know, so I mean like deer,
Desperation.
rabbit, squirrel, raccoon. You said you're going hunting. What are you going hunting? That was an easy quest. Come up here about hear from crazy dude and leave. He seems to be enjoying his time up in the radio tower by himself in isolation. I may need to lay off the boost. I think it's made him go a bit mad. Oh. Fudge. I don't see anything up there. Oh. Fair enough, I guess. Well, hope you enjoy yourself in the early morning and whatever you're hunting. Do you guys normally do stand hunting where you just sit in place, or do you guys actually like track? Alright, guess I gotta pack up and get ready to leave. I'm just going to be a Bombay ride. I don't really know if I want to take wolf meat. Meat's a bit much. Track. So you guys don't normally stay in one place? That's fair. I get it. Flare gun. Gotta reload it though. Should reload this as well. Makes sense. Pretty sure I left the bullets in here. Am I already running low on bullets? Fudge, dude. Okay. We may have to limit bullet use going forward. I did not realize I was getting so low on bullets. I thought I was still doing decently okay. That kind of sucks. Alright though. I guess do what you gotta do, I guess. That's all fine. I like the idea of wearing that for now. Alright, so I gotta find a way to make out my way out to Desperation Bay. Oh. So, wow, you actually get to explore 3 different areas. Wow. This is interesting. Okay, well, I'm gonna take a quick hour nap. Warm up. I'll head out there. Make sure I'm warmed up. Ready to go into the cold. Alright, country roads, take me home. I guess I'll take one piece of wolf meat with me. It won't be the worst thing in the world. Take me home down country roads. Maybe I'll finally find myself a thingamabob, a crowbar. I don't think we're in West Virginia. West Canada? Take me home down country road. They don't have the right ring to it, but good enough. West Canada. I actually don't even know if we're in the West. Or somewhere. I'm pretty sure we're in Canada. Considering the fact that I keep seeing the maple flag, I'm gonna assume we're in Canada. They've opened the door. They opened the door for little old me. Oh, well, wonderful. Now dodge. And I actually have flares, so I'm gonna use those flares. That's what they're used for. Actually, I think I'm supposed to go here. But there's a bus apparently back there somewhere. Alright, well, I gotta get rid of this wolf, so. Get out of here. I just want to see if there's like a stash or something maybe they might have left behind here, but yeah, it looks like a nopers. I'll leave that there to keep the wolf over there. Alright. Come on, Astrid. You got this. Alright, no grunting. I'll take it. Hopefully at some point I find a rifle, by the way. If you're lucky today, rabbit. I'm not in the mood for rabbit right now. You ain't on the menu. Obviously I need to go up that way, but I want to see what's back here first. Other than just like the general rabbit pop. Okay. I know, Astrid, you're cold. You got this. I bet you could just grab a rabbit. I think, considering how many times I've ran up to one, I could just be able to snatch it from the ground. Yeah, this ain't dumb at all. Let's just climb over the mountaintop, why don't we? Also a dead man. Someone made their way up here and they didn't make it. Okay, the wind chill's getting the better of me, and I think I need to find a place to hunker down for warmth for a little bit. That's cool. Tried to go primal instead of gun, huh? Oh. Most people just use a rifle, so... each their own. Liking the cello. Liking the cello. Maybe I have to warm up before I go back outside again. The fact by the amount of times that they've actually been caved in on, I'm surprised by now we don't have like somewhat of like an anxiety about going into these caves. But I guess when you don't got a choice, I guess you don't got a choice. The fact that by now there'd be like some decent amount of anxiety about coming in here. Alright. Desperation Bay. What an awful place to call home. Oh boy. Right now my main goal is just to get inside to get warm. All the wind blowing. Oh, there's ptarmigan. Yo, apple rock. Pretty cool to see that she had the ptarmigan though. Hello. Hello. One dart, and I missed. Oh, well.
Good. A map.
Oh.
Looks like the lighthouse overlooks Desperation Bay.
Yeah. I guess this will be my little home away from home.
This'll come in handy.
I don't need it right now. That's pretty cool. Roll bar. More condensed cow milk. Oh god. How much could you actually put in that? I could put 10 kilos in that tiny drawer.
I think I can use this.
Yeah, okay. Which means you're telling me I can put a whole rifle in that drawer, by the way. What's telling me. Socks. I should really leave those extra clothes I found in here for now. I'm probably gonna come back this way for perseverance.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
I don't really need it. Right, looks like it probably was one want me to go up, so I'm gonna go down. It's very dark down here. Tango. Oh, I see. Hey, Viking. How you doing? So down takes me out. Down, I guess, to the bay. I'll just think on these windowsills. Not paying attention. It's a really good spot to hide like a bullet or something.
I could use this.
Yeah. I wake up with them and they pop into my life. Yeah, I don't do anything to them. Just how they naturally are. And fuel. It's helpful.
Looks like some kind of cargo ship. Must have floated into the bay after it ran out of fuel. That must be the ship Terry heard the message from.
What's that? I don't see anything else out there on the waters. Or out on the bay. Okay. So far, the only thing I saw is that little docking area, which may have some fishing tackle, which would be nice, but if not, not going to worry about it. Otherwise, maybe stuff around that cliff, but alright. Gotta make my way to that ship. Yeah, Viking, they just kind of spawn in my life. It's one of my many boons, I guess. Reboot. The 2014 one? The newer trilogy? Am I correct? What are you talking about? Appreciate the kind words, laddie. Yeah, that's a fun one. How are you enjoying it? Alright. I did want to tear all that stuff down. I'm not gonna wear ragged sports stocks. Not in this life. Not gonna wear a t-shirt. Really? How are you playing it? Console, PC, phone? I know that they put it on the phone now. Surprisingly. I thought that was kind of funny when I saw that on the Google Play Store. I'm like, I pay $15 to play this on my phone. Kind of piqued my curiosity about how like it ran. Alright, well. I don't know if I have to... I guess I have to use the cave to go down there, I guess. Gotcha. Just wanted to figure that out real quick. Gotcha, gotcha. No worries. What's been the fun part about it for you so far? Some PC. Gotcha, gotcha. Sorry about the darkness, y'all. I just rather not use my lantern here, so it's gonna be a little dark. But there's nothing in here to see, so.
This must be Desperation Bay. What a rugged landscape.
Yo. A place surrounded by water. At least it's not cold. Okay. The gratuitous brutality of the game as a whole really caught me off guard. What particular parts? If I can add to that. If you could add to that. Gotcha. Hey, hook.
Take it.
That's positive. Okay, a lot of matches. A lot of matches. The heck happened? I did find a hook, so that's good. If I can find some line, I can make a fishing lure now. See how that actually goes. The heck? A tiny tree. I think the devs forgot to get rid of that. The untended shoreline. Is there anything here, or is it just like one of those landmarks? Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the death animations. That's fair. Yeah, I can see that.
Never know. End up being useful.
Would eat that while I'm out here. Use it as a distraction. It's a bit moldy, but I cooked that off. I need to make a slasher film. Maybe. Have you already fought some of the enemies and how they work out, or no? Because I like the stealth part of the game. I think it was really fun to do the stealth half. I found it very interesting to be stealthy in that whole situation. How do I get up there? We got a dead man walking here. Somewhere up here. Oh boy. It's more than one.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
You're gonna have to learn to, darling. Oh, let's take a detour. I want to see what's up here. I mean, I technically don't really need the fish. Fish was just kind of one of those spur of the moment, like, ooh, piece of candy. I don't really need it. Yes. Yes, it is. This is the story. This is the winter meat story. And this is episode 5 of it. So this is Desperation Day. Which I have been really enjoying so far. I guess I gotta walk along the coast, I guess. Otherwise, I don't know how I'm supposed to get over there to that ship. Yeah. Ooh, Armageddon. Did you enjoy it? Guess we're taking the high road. I died once and I was done. I get that. The windmeat's a bit better. It definitely gives you a guideline, and it's definitely a lot easier than the regular version. So, which would help you at least understand the game, and then you could definitely play the survival mode a bit better. But at the end of the day, obviously it's your decision, but it is fun. You're get to go back into it. Because this is the last chapter of the whole storyline. Oh, really? So what is your genre then, when it comes to
It's so remote out here.
what you play?
Feels like the ends of the earth.
Yeah, I can see that. Guess I'm crawling. This is safe. Oh, birch forest. How lovely. This reminds me of Narnia. Now let's see. Cave entrance. So I guess I gotta go through cave. Okay. I guess I might as well do a bit of searching around here and see what they got going on here. Hey, it's no shelter. It's cool. Oops. I'm hiding. Ah. What the heck is this? Oh,
Thank you.
frick is this? Well, I know what this is, but what the fudge? It's a freaking torpedo. Well, it looks like a torpedo. That's not a good sound. That's alright, I have flares to keep me safe, so I'm not overly worried about a dumb old wolf. Hello, Wabbit. Goodbye, Wabbit. A little hut. The Heckler's Shanty. Just a pot stove? There's just a pot stove out here, man.
And this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Yeah, you best get used to it, Astrid. We ain't got a choice. Okay, a lot of arrows. Like, they are really setting me up for some hunting. That's not a normal reality for this type of game. VCRs. Sound vest.
Looks like this has been here a while.
Ooh. I like when these games have sliders to control stuff like how fast you get hungry, like survival horror, like Resident Evil actions. Okay. Gotcha. Well, in some ways, you actually do have the controls on this game. There's a custom version of the survival you can adapt to it. And you can definitely do that. But obviously, you said you didn't like it, so I'm not going to push it. But yeah, there's that option. But okay, you're talking about like just turning off hunger completely. Gotcha. That's fair. I like the hunger system. I like forcing you to like consider like, okay, if we even do so and so thing, you got to kind of prep your plan out. So, but usually if you hunt like a deer or two, usually you're set up for a while. You aren't really in a dire need. But I get what you mean. Like obviously with the whole situation. Cooking me a salmon, it's moldy, but it's okay. Gonna take it about an hour to cook me salmon. that I picked up off the beach. Because that's apparently what you do in Canada. Gotta rip up my clothes. I just like it for how in-depth it is, because you have to keep your clothes maintenance. You can set traps down for later if you want to do trapping style hunting. Like, the game is very in-depth, and I like that about it. Like, it doesn't just hold your hand. You legitimately have to consider everything you do, and don't just, you know, go out there and be a hero. Like, it's literally like a struggle, and that's kind of like similar to real life, which I like. But obviously, it's not everyone's cup of tea, so I get it's done. 1,500 calories, dude, for that one piece of fish. I like it. That is massive, but that's all right. So then if survival really isn't your genre, then so you like survival horror stuff and action adventures. Have you played the Elder Scrolls then? That sounds like a game you might play. As a big person, you have to already do that as well. That's fair. As an adult, I gotta already take care of myself. That's fair. Well, it's just my thing. Like, I'm actually trying to make a bow drill right now in real life, so I'm waiting for the wood I have to dry out, and then I'm gonna try to do a bow drill setup. But that's just my whole shtick. I like doing that kind of stuff. Dude, love the Elder Scrolls. Okay. I did play that before. I played it on channel. If you want to watch it, but obviously no biggie. But I had played that before. That was really fun. I played at least Oblivion, the older one and the newer one, and then the remastered, what they call it. And then I've also played Elder Scrolls Skyrim, of course. I've not played online. That's never been my cup of tea, but I did play the other. At least did play those. Enjoyed every minute of it. That was really fun. Guess we'll go and drink soda. Late night soda. Oh. I'm not thirsty. But yeah. What got you into gaming in general? Was it like a family or something specific? Probably should eat the fish first, but oh well. Here we are. All right. That's my weight. Got 4 pounds. We got a wolf outside ready to probably kill me, so let's do it. The Sega Genesis. May I ask, what was the gaming age you were born in? Or year, if you want to go specifically, but didn't want to ask that immediately in case you weren't keen on sharing that part. But if you are welcome to it. Because obviously with that being decent age, you know. With Sonic and all them. Sonic. Hey, Wolfie. Fire starting, or I can make birch tea. Got some choices there. Well.
Now, how do I get out there?
Uh-huh. Good question. Gotcha. So you grew up with this stuff. Gotcha. You hang out. At MTG. I'm not exactly sure what that stuff is, actually. But I gotta cross this log. It looks like it. Yep, I gotta cross the log. I gotta go around and cross the log. And honestly, with the way things have just gone, I would say pretty good timing. It's about to get freezing. So. Magic the Gathering, duh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I got you. Trading card games, okay. But you said MTG, I didn't recognize it as Magic the Gathering. I recognized it as what you put. Forgive me, I forgot. That's supposed to get there. They seem to have left out a very vital point of information. The only card game I've ever played is Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's mostly because of my uncle, which is where a lot of my gaming inspirations come from, is just from my uncle, who gave me the opportunity to get my hands on things like, I don't know about the Sega, but I definitely know I got my hands on, like, the Nintendo without color. And color Nintendo. I don't know if I ever got to touch the 64, but I knew about it. What else? PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, Xbox, GameCube. What else? The Wii, Xboxes. Quite a bit. I've had quite the history. Hello. First ever improvised hatchet in my life. Cool. A little find. That's pretty cool. How's it been going actually getting the cards, by the way? Has it been easy, or have you had trouble finding them, period? I am 24. So I played Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was about 7 or 8. Or, yeah, about 7 or 8. I was fairly young. And I would just borrow my uncle's decks, so. Yeah, I'm just a kid. By some people's standards.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Ooh, nope, I do need a drink. That's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to place down that bed I just got. Just kind of leave it here. I don't need to sleep right now. Oh, really? Why's that?
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
Oh, I see. So you play just because everyone else is playing on the playground, then? I get that.
Gotta find my way down to the beach.
Yep. Game. Thank you. Say, game trying to throw me off this dang log. Yo, let me on. That's interesting. Someone has left a fence for me. Oh, vacated outlook, that's why. I do need to find some shelter and fast. I'm getting cold as bone. Getting cold to the bone. You think even down here would be a good place for a fire, am I wrong? Alright, we can create one here. I don't think I have enough fire starting stuff. Oh, thank you, mate. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. Actually, I may not have enough stuff to even start a fire and stay warm. Never mind. Appreciate that, man. Very kind of you. Hopefully I didn't need to earn that going forward. Instead, I need to escape this cold. Honestly, I just need a cave. That's really all I need. Really all I need, just a cave. I can just sleep. Because my bear thing will keep me warm all night. Or for an hour so I can warm up. So is gaming your main hobby then? When it comes to hobbies nowadays, is it mostly just gaming? Or do you just kind of do a variety of things? Biking? Gonna lie, folks, I am getting a little panicked that I can't find a place to lay down my head, so we may have to make a break for that wooden shack. Really? That's cool. When you say camping and hiking, do you rough it, or do you, like, have, like, the whole, like, glamping setup? Like, glorious camping setup, like, tent, bug shelter, land thing, you know. Snowboarding on occasion? Cool. That's kind of self-explanatory. Or, like I said, do you do the roughing out, or do you just kind of just do the whole glamping instead? Butane stove and all that jazz. Ooh. Not good. Not good. Big black bear on the prowl. Repeat, big black bear on the prowl. Please. Basic equipment. So, tent and stuff, I guess, then? Am I correct on that assumption?
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Oh, finally can warm up. Crikey. No. I have gotten to the point where I do not want antiseptic. However, I will take a chocolate bar. In a heartbeat. No place to start a fire, though, unfortunately. But I guess that's okay. I just need to warm up. Getting crazy. So a tent mostly, and then sleeping bag, mat, water and food basically then. And you do use a burner. Okay. So you do use like a butane burner. That's fair. That's fair. I respect it. And I'm sure after I get done trying to make my fire with a bow and drill, I'm going to actually start really appreciating the methods we have today of flint strikers and lighters. I am really going to be very appreciative for that moment. But I think it'll be fun. I want to try learning primitive methods and see how hard it really is. I see some people do it. It doesn't seem too bad. You do use open fire when you can. That's fair. Straight on the coals or on a pan? Or something? Or is it kind of dependent on what you're cooking? So obviously I can, like, in a bag cook. You don't really want to do anything like that, but in terms of other stuff.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Get used to it, Astrid. Get over it. You have a life straw. That's good. Does that work pretty well for you? Something died out here. Oh. Gotcha.
This stuff will come in handy.
If you ever get the chance, I recommend you just throw the meat straight onto the coals. It's pretty good. Yeah, I've heard of that life straw. So that's good. But, yeah. Literally saved your life. How so? Let's see. Ski jacket, I don't care about.
This'll come in handy.
Not wearing those. Highly windproof, not well insulated. Meh. Just ready my chocolate bars I've collected. I have enough coffee.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Yeah, what do you mean by saved your life? The trophied bass. Yeah, I guess these are fishing huts, or these boat huts, or boat launches. Okay, looks like we're looking at boat launches. That looks like bullets, but I guess just a brush. Okay, yeah, it's just a boat launch. Okay. Give me just 1 second, brother. Let's see if I'm missing any gear. Ran out of water on what was supposed to be a short hike. Ended up going down the wrong side of the mountain. Couldn't find any other campers. The sun was going down. I had no water in a 6+. Wow. So it definitely did its job and came in clutch. Oh boy, Yogi's still out here. Yogi would have left by now. Probably don't really need the extra knife, honestly.
Looks like this
Wow.
has been here a while.
Was it like a running pond or a stagnant pond? Because obviously I just changed some of like the dynamics of everything in little ways. Because finding a
Not sure I can carry
stagnant
much more.
pond is rough. Finding a full-on running pond is great. Alright, well, I've warmed up. Not much, but I've warmed up enough. I think I'll be okay. I'm fairly sure, because I don't want to deal with the bear, I'm going to have to go this way. I'll come back later, hopefully, when the bear is a bit more away. I think that bear is going to cause a lot of issues if I leave it alone. If I don't leave it alone. So they do give a lot of food. They give you about 30 pounds. That's cool. Hopefully you boiled it. Or used a life straw. That was pure luck or pure blessing, brother. I can't say I believe in luck, but fair enough, you know. Blessing in disguise. All right, I get to do ice jump. I get to do ice skipping again. This is so much fun doing this part because you got to figure out your path so you don't fall into the ice. Get drenched, cold ice water. That will bite you in the butt. Yep. Christian belief, man. Though I know it's not the utmost popular opinion. Hey. It's just not what I expected. I mean, thankfully it's not all that cold out right now, but still. How about you? You a believer? In the Lord Jesus Christ. Oh, I don't like that ice. That ice sucks. I think I'll be okay if I can make to that snow cap, so. Wow!
Wait.
How bad?
Warm up soon.
Oh, sorry. I refuse. You're on your own path?
I think I can
What does that mean?
this.
Could you expand on that by chance, or would you rather not? Sorry, it's something I like having conversations about in terms of this stuff. I like always understanding other people's views. Where was I? Okay, so just here. I may actually just take an hour nap at this place, honestly, before I leave instead. Isn't confined to one... Okay. So, you're agnostic, then? Am I correct?
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
It sounds like agnostic, but you can obviously correct that if you wish. I also noticed the ski jacket's gone, by the way. It's not even in here now unless I'm in the wrong building. Yeah, so it didn't spawn in this time.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Again, lady, get used to it. You're gonna be. Just find some fishing line. I'll be in a much better situation. Alright, so looks like I'm actually going to follow the bear, because that bear is unfortunately my way out of here. Second. I found some fishing tackle. I saw that. So, but not really agnostic as a sort of way to opt out of spirituality. I'm very spiritual. So you're a spiritualist then?
Okay.
I'm a little confused. And I don't think it... I think you're doing just fine explaining it. Seems like it so far. So there's no label on it. That seems kind of weird. But fair enough, but that seems kind of unique. So you're spiritual. There is some sense of spiritualness to you, that you believe that there's a spiritual world. And yet, there is not necessarily a god or being that you put that on, correct?
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Or incorrect? Actually, I think I might eat first. I need to eat up all that meat so the bear doesn't follow me. Because that meat's going to draw the bear in. It's 0.60. Okay, I'm just going to drop it. It's not even worth it at that point. More of a burden than a blessing. Bruh. Just drink the rest of the soda. Alright, well, definitely don't need these. I only grabbed those because I thought I might have to start a fire, so. If I don't need it, it's gotta go. I have things to sharpen that back at home, so I'm not really worried about keeping that. This is just kind of funny just to have. It doesn't really help, but it's just kind of funny. So, you believe the material world is not all there is. I do believe in a higher power, and I do believe it is a force of good. I don't believe any man knows the motives and beliefs of a godlike being. So then you believe that there is a god, but you believe that the god does not want to connect with the people it made? Or rules, I guess? Correct? And does not wish to divulge any of its information to human beings? Wait. Oh, there it is. I thought I got fishing tackle. Try to do anything I don't need. That could be weighing me down right now. I think I'll be alright.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
You're just gonna have to carry it, because we ain't got a choice. Watch. Yogi's hanging out here. Plenty of fishing tackle and hooks, thank God. The heck is that? Pile of bone? What the frick is this? What makes you... Can I ask you what makes you think that the god being would not talk to the creation? That's just the way people justify their actions. That's fair. Yeah, I've seen people do that, of course. Well aware of that. But yeah, what brings that about? Looks like I avoided the bear. Thank God. Okay, well, as I say that, there's the bear. Hopefully the bear will piss off. Of course. Got it. I don't pretend to know things, I just observe what I can. Gotcha. Never have I had a reason to believe God sent a message to a man. Why would they? Okay. So you're definitely questioning as to why would a god being good, period, and just to a god. Gotcha. So you believe that the godlike beings don't influence human beings in any way, shape, or form, kind of similar to, I'm just using it as a reference, I'm not using that as a definite, but you kind of use it as a sense of like how sometimes pagan beliefs in like Zeus and them, they don't really interact with people. Am I correct in that statement? That they just leave them to their devices and trust that they know better, period. Not trying to label it as a paganism, just trying to use it as like an example, because it's one of the ones I know of. So what would you say then? Since you wouldn't say that, what would you say then? That we have an inherent belief ourselves to know to do better, period? Or that we're just mindless creatures without any thought in the head? Like that one meme. Just no thought in head. Bonk. This is a funny little image. Oh god, not a wolf. Why? No more wolves, please. Stop it. Okay, I guess we're gonna go to the wolf. I don't have a choice. Which of the way through is through Wolfie. Bring it. Because obviously I don't want to get anything wrong in what you're trying to think of. I'm trying to understand your mind. And since you said it's something I can't label, then I'm going to have to ask a lot of questions here. To get a complete picture. I do believe morality comes naturally to some, but to some it doesn't. There are evil men and good men. Okay. And is that due to the deity, or is that just due to men being unwilling to care? Where does that come in?
Prepared for anything.
Holy freaking fish. Yeah, I'm not taking those. Okay, another one. I don't want it. Also, another snow shelter. That's cool. It's cool. Unfortunately, I don't need the food, so you can keep it. Got him, coach. We have free will. We are partially a product of our environment too. I don't think divine power is invested. So you say partially and you say environment. I'm assuming you're talking about the fact of the way we are evil or good as a product is what you mean by product of the environment. And you think that divine power just let people be, and so in your belief, did the god even make people, or is it more people spawned in, God spawned into type deal? I'm using gamer terms here, so excuse my language. I'm using gamer terms here for easement. How you are raised and taught, yes. Okay, so that's what you mean by product of environment. Gotcha. Oh, I don't like that. That's awful. Okay, so it seems like white ice is fine. Blue ice bad. Blue ice bad, white ice good. Someone is mowing outside. Forgive me, guys, if you guys hear a mower. I'm making it slowly.
Not this way.
Yeah.
All right, gotta backtrack and try again.
Yeah. Maybe up there. I can cross that, but I'm also scared too. This is the most anxiety-inducing part of this game. It's just freaking crossing ice. This feels right. I feel like I'm getting somewhere.
Feels like the right direction.
Okay, well, there's a confirmation. You have confirmation, folks. So, yes, we are made by a god, and either they are invested in our day-to-day or our life is a sort of test. So you're saying, yes, we're made, and either they are invested in our day-to-day or our life is a sort of test. And it seems like you're saying you believe that it is a test and aren't invested in our day-to-day or our life is a sort of test, and they don't want to interact because it's a test. Okay. So from everything I've understood, unless I'm missing some key component, I'm seeing a lot of background Christian belief. Maybe I'm wrong. Do you come from a Christian background, Sean? Or am I confused? I know you're not trying to label it, but it seems like I'm seeing some background here. And since you're 36, I'm taking that as kind of a grain of salt here. So I'm just seeing patterns here. Right. There's no way you're expecting me just to drop onto this sheet of ice. Okay. Like Assassin's Creed 3 with Paul Revere. Yes, this is the right way. This is the most dumbest transversal trip I've ever seen across ice just to get to a dang ship. Okay. Has that influenced part of what you're believing? In some way, shape, or form? Or, again, is this just mostly all your own figuring out? And you've also read all 3 holy texts. So you've also been to Muslims, Islams, and Christian. Gotcha. Gotcha. So we definitely have some monotheistic belief system here, I'm feeling. Obviously, could be wrong, but that's what it seems like so far. Bro, this is like one gigantic maze. I can't figure it out. Because blue ice bad. Gotcha. And how many have you encountered so far? Okay, I really don't think I'm going the right way right now. Not gonna lie to you folks. It's very wrong. But I'm also not seeing any other way across right now. But of course our 6 within. Okay, and the 6 are, just to clarify and make sure I'm correct, what are the 6? You studied 6, fair enough. What are the 6, if you're okay with answering that as well? Bro, this ice sheet is so awful to freaking navigate. I mean, I'm not cold by any means, but golly, I can't even imagine trying to navigate this in a freaking blizzard. Like, it seems like almost got to transverse around that mountain, but at the same time, also like, And then you go around that mountain, that little hill, or little glacier, And then, who knows? Or was that her saying that phrase, I feel like I'm going the right way, was just a red herring? I'm gonna try that, it looks right. I just can't figure out how to get over there without falling into the ice. Oh, I don't like that. That's immediately an ice trap. The other issue is also I can't get back up. Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Buddhism, Tibetan, Buddhism, and Wiccan. Okay. So, very heavy monotheistic beliefs is where I'm getting at, and that's what I'm getting from you as well, from your belief. And a lot of these conclusions have just come from your own observations, which you've told me, so... Makes sense. Gotcha. I ain't any scholar by any means, don't get me wrong, I'm not... I'm just a normal guy trying to figure out what you're thinking here. Otherwise called communicating! Well, can't go back that way. Am I wrong in saying... I'm gonna ask a hard question. This is gonna seem kind of rough. I'm sensing some church hurt. Because you said that there are evil people and that they choose this and that, and it seems like there seems to be this idea that maybe God did something wrong to you. And now it's kind of hurt your ability to see God in a different way. Am I correct in that, or wrong? I'm sensing that in the conversation. Based on what you've told me. At least from these religions. I guess I should make that clear. From these religions in Pacific. I'm gonna save. Because I'm gonna have to start trying things now, and I'm gonna get cold real freaking fast. Okay.
Okay. This ship looks much bigger up close.
It's a cargo ship. Yeah. Alright, well, 6 are a good sign. Hoo-ha. I'm supposed to climb this chain. I am correct. Okay, what are we dropping? I don't need this anymore. At least need to drop 2 pounds. I don't need these terrible pills. It's fine. Just need to drop 2 pounds here, people. 2 pounds, 2 pounds. Probably got 2 pounds of water, honestly. I'm going to consider that while I look at other stuff. I definitely can drop the coal. I don't need the charcoal. That is not on the menu. Peaches, 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 peaches. Okay, well, I already see some part of my problem here. Alright, definitely this. There we go. Gotcha. And would you say that's kind of... Do you think that's influenced your thought of God and Christ?
Is anyone there?
Gotcha. Like I said, do you think that's that has directly affected your ability to see things in a different way with God? Because of these evil men in these churches? All across the globe and all these different religions?
Damn. This place is spooky.
Obviously, I'm happy to hear that nothing happened directly to you. Thank God for that. I think I gotta go in that door, but I want to check around the deck. See what we got in here. If I didn't have to climb that glacier to get up here, by the way. Thank God. It would have sucked. Okay, yeah, I think I'm pretty accurately finding out that I just have to go inside the building. Gotcha. Yeah, I get that. I recall you saying that. That every lesson's kind of come with you.
Hello? Anyone? Alive? I'll take it.
I got one pill. Let me get some light on the subject. That being said, I've been in your position before for what it's worth. I've been in that position. I would say of both
This
accords.
stuff will come in handy.
How's my lantern? How much gas it got? You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? Keep that. All for you, bud. Well, that's good. I'm happy that you've had a lot of good Christian meetings. So, I guess then the negativity you've seen so far has been in other churches then? In general? Like the other religions you've seen? Or were you just saying in general with every one of them that you've seen like some corruption in certain? Oh, fire barrel. I don't need you, but cool to see you. I'll try to keep my eye on the floor. Sometimes they put stuff on the floor. That's interesting.
Kind of heavy.
Hello? Christian or Tibetan? Yeah. Tibetan Buddhists are pretty decent people. The Tibetan monks I think are cool people. I think they have a wonderful fighting style. No, I get you. I generally am asking these questions as a generality question, not as like a, who's your favorite? You know, I'm just trying to get behind your mind, where you've been, what you've happened to you, what's done, that kind of stuff. Because a lot of these, that's kind of where I like taking these kind of conversations, is just, we're connecting as people. Religion is something, sometimes, that people talk about, and I think it's a wonderful topic, provided it stays within a controlled means without getting out of hand. Though I do expect debate to happen, I don't expect it to turn into an argument. So. I like learning where people come from and what's gone on. Yeah, boy. To ask another question would be is, if you had to, okay, not saying you are, you're not saying you're going to, it sounds like you would choose between Christian or Tibetan Buddhist, am I correct? If you had to. Like if you at one day just said, you know, this isn't working out, and one of these two seem like pretty decent ones. That's what it seems like. And so I think that's pretty cool.
What the hell? Why was this person tied up?
Oh, frick, yeah, he was tied up. Oh, my.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Oh, boy. Hey, Jay, welcome back. Good to see ya. I don't really care about the cloth, unfortunately, so... in the freezer. This has to be kind of a cool base of operations if you actually want to live here.
I can use this.
That's kind of sick. Actually living like a whole ship. Great, care about. Absolutely. That's fair. But like you said, most of your observation has left you wanting, I guess. That you seem... that it just seems to be missing some things that aren't okay with you. Or aren't sitting right with you. Whereas this belief that you formed, it seems to be sitting right with you. I don't care about no dangum t-shirt.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
You're doing just fine,
I'm starting
darling.
to hate this place.
It goes from, don't carry much more. I hate this place. The heck kind of anger management? Some anger management up in here. Where's some WD-40? Oh boy. Grab antiseptic.
What was that sound?
Yeah, I'm in a shipping ship. A freight ship? Freightliner? I forget what you call these things. But yes, I am in a ship. Big old ship.
I'll take it.
Not in a dire need for antibiotics. Hello? Oh, there's some dead people in there. Oh no. Not again. Hey, flight instructor. Looking for one of these. Positively scrumptious. I don't really care about the metal. Alright, let's go see what happened to the people. Oh, wait, hold on a second. More stuff to look at.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Wait, just deal with it. You're doing fine so far. You can deal with it a little bit longer. You got dead people here. Crap.
Huh. What have we here?
Bit of water. Well, surprisingly enough, I don't know where you learned that religion tells you what you have to do, but Christ invites that all the time, believe it or not. I don't know if you learned that when you were studying it, but that is something Christ fully invites. He is fully happy with you making your own decision and figuring it out,
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
you know? Yeah. Yeah, that was something he definitely did. He was fully about making your own decision on the choice of the matter. And if it was hard for you, then obviously you went your own way. Which sounds like you might have already done. Don't know.
More people tied up? What happened on this ship?
Mutiny! Captain Jack Sparrow must be aboard. I don't know. Everything I can, like, cook or burn just to get rid of stuff right now. I'm so full of crap. Alright, well, now that I have a flint striker, I don't need all these matches. Flint strikers are hands down better than matches right now. Clothing is not really weighing. It's mostly just food, I guess, at this point, really. The rest of these up and throw away the can. Yeah, I'll just eat this stuff now. Start getting rid of it. But yeah, I do think it's sad over how we fight about it within the church. We're supposed to be united, and we're not doing a good job. I'll admit that the church as a united group has failed at that regard. Not that I'm speaking on behalf of Christianity, but yeah, it's terrible. It has failed. Yeah. Thing is, a lot of it... So the thing is, surprisingly about Christianity is that they do believe on the main tenets most of the time. Of course, you have your oddballs that don't agree on those main tenets, but they do agree on, like, Jesus was the Lord, God. God. Some of them don't really believe in the Trinity, obviously, but those aren't really considered true Christians within that space. Oh, wow. When it came to the other things, like how you wear your clothes, what type of music you have, Cool J. I'm probably not going to, though. But, usually it's clothes, that, music-wise. It was very minimal things that they disagreed on. But yeah, he was against a really organized religion. And that's usually the Catholic side of things, where it's like really, like, organized. But generally, it was meant to be a family. Like an actual family. Moms, dads, brothers, sisters, children. And that's how he posed it. And a lot of parts of different society took it wrong and did it wrong. And some churches have admitted that, some have not. And depending on which church you go to, you'll see that differently. But, yeah, you're fully right. Jesus was opposed to organized religion. So, like I said, in those regards, you know, there is a main agreement amongst them all. And the things that they fought over, I think, at least especially during recent times, have started to dwindle. People have started caring less about those things and just caring, do you believe in Christ? Do you believe in God? Do you believe that this is what he did? Do you believe that he forgave for your sins? Do you believe in sins in general and understand what he did for you? Cool. You're my brother. You're my sister. You're my father. You're my mother.
Was not expecting that.
Great! So, you know, that's just I get where you're coming from, though. Obviously, you're coming from a reality of things have just been so disorganized because of many churches, and that makes it really confusing and hard for people, such as yourself, to see it the way it's supposed to be. So, you know, I get that. Fully get that. So the thing is about our church, when I go to, I've dressed in tank tops and stuff, and we literally have a biker gang in our church. Part of our members are bikers. So they look like bikers. Like, they look like the scary dudes you don't want to mess with. They're, like, gonna kill you type deal. Like, and they're called the Heaven Saints, and that was actually our first visit, was just Biker Sunday. They had done a bikers in there that come from actual biker clubs that had done these bad stuff, and yeah, I think you'd fit it right in, at least with our group. Obviously, I don't know where obviously I know you don't live out here in Kentucky, but yeah, you'd fit it right in. And I don't normally care about the way you dress, you know? I care more about your heart than the way you dress. But yeah, I get that, yeah. And I'm sorry to hear that that's happened to you, that people have judged you for the way you look.
This'll come in handy.
And I myself dress a bit differently, too. I usually sometimes show up in tank tops, which sometimes is frowned upon in church. But our church doesn't really care. You know, show up as you are, not as you should be, as they say. That's how Jesus kind of, you know, accepted people. So, like I said, I get where you're coming from. It's terrible. You, pal. Thank you. Something came in here, gave him a nibble, and ran off. What if I actually get to see the cougar? I know there's supposed to be a cougar in this game. I don't know if it's in this part of the game, but I know in survival there's a cougar in there and it stalks you.
I'm not sure I'm caring much more.
But yeah. I said, if you're alternative, if you were to believe in Christ, I wouldn't care. So what? John Cooper dresses alternative. He's a freaking rock star. Are you kidding me? Got rappers dressing like rappers out here in Christianity, like Lecrae and all them too. But no, like I said, I get it. I get where you're coming from, and obviously it's hard to believe in Christ and stuff when you have these people who say this but then do this, or they do this and say this, and it's like it gets confusing, or it just gets wrong.
Oh no.
Brother.
Whatever happened on this ship? Looks like things got worse and worse over time.
I am starting to feel like there was a mutiny. Yeah. He was more than great. He was God in the flesh, man. At least to us believers in Christ, he was God in the flesh. He came down, and as you already pretty much know the story of what he did, so. That was God alone, too. I mean, that was God, too. People kind of miss that in the Old Testament, that God did give opportunities for people to do better, but they just didn't. Because, like, God the Father, he actually did give people opportunities to give grace, but the people just didn't care. Or they didn't live by the things that he gave, and they ended up failing, and then they ended up being thrown out, or imprisoned, or slaved. But God did give them chances. Especially in the Old Testament. But you say everything else. What do you mean by everything else? Okay, looks like this was made into a makeshift, oh boy.
Looks like signs of its struggle. Probably useful.
Can I not have the fire axe, I guess? That would be nice to have. Crap. What the fudge? They put the knife in the microwave! Oh no. Phone was angry.
Probably useful.
What the heck's wrong with this? I've ever seen a can like that, to be honest with you. Okay, socks in the oven. I have many concerns. What do you mean by an ego? Do you mean like the he deserves everything type of thing? Is that what you're talking about? Like the he deserves everything, like our attention, worship, so forth and so on? Or do you mean something else? Why did I expect anything else to come out except that? Just a freaking guy in the toilet. Hey, partner. Mind me.
I think I can use this.
Negative 9,000! 9 million! How heavy are these painkillers, friends? Holy crap. Oh, because there's 7. That's crazy. That's weird. I never heard of negative. These things weigh a ton. The heaviest thing on this ship is these things. Oh boy. Let me in!
It was a tomb. Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Sure. Hey, heat pack. Single disposable heat pack provides small amount of warmth when activated. Cool. I didn't know that was in the game. It's solid in a frozen tub of ice. He's a human sickle. Which ones? Alright, that seems like where I gotta go, so I'm gonna come back to that. I wanna do some exploration. So I have some ideas where you might be thinking, or where you're looking at. But I wanna see where you're talking about specifically. I think there's something in there. Oh, okay, it's just a pillow. Okay. Oh boy.
This will come in handy.
Chinese? Well, some type of other language I don't know. No, I want the key. The key. Locker number 3. Kids make fun of a disciple and laugh at him for being bald. God sends 124 grizzly bears to slaughter their children. Okay, that's one of them. How many others?
Wonder what this says.
Bing chilling. I'm freezing in here, probably. We're gonna get real. Enjoy this teddy bear. It's the last thing you want to see. Get behind the door. Ah! The secret kettle chip stash. Let's see, locker number 3. That is not locker number 3. It's in Ezekiel. Is that the main one you're looking at, or is there any others besides that one? Actually, you want to look at it, actually. I want to look at the context and everything, too. Make sure, see what you're... Millie, appreciate ya. Hope you're doing well. Millie. I don't know why I said that in a weird Scottish accent, so forgive me in my weirdness. But I hope you're doing well. Grizzly bear. If I could say grizzly bear, you'll probably understand what I mean. Probably could have said bear, honestly. Probably would have found it already. Actually, I'm actually use the internet. I'm actually do the rare thing that Christians don't do and use the internet. That'll probably solve a lot of my issues faster. Ezekiel. Bear. Incident. Oh, it's 2 Kings, brother. Where the prophet Elisha is mocked by a group of young men for being bald. After Elisha curses them, 2 female bears emerge from the woods and maul 42 of them. Another common confusion might be Ezekiel 19, where it's a prophetic lamentations comparing the royal princes of Israel. No, that ain't the one. Okay, for some reason this AI is also giving me that one, but I just needed the biblical scripture. I didn't really need anything else. That's really early on in Kings, too. Yeah. I have a Bible app just so everyone knows. I'm also reading from the Geneva one, which is all the way back during the first, like, early on writings. Let's see. Elisha went into heaven. Then Elisha went from Gilgal. Elisha said to Elisha, tarry here. I pray thee for blah, 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 blah. Lord liveth, thy soul liveth, I do not leave thee. So they came down to Bethel. Children of the prophets that were at Bethel came out to Elisha and said unto him, knowest thou that the Lord will take thy master from thine head this day? And he said, yes, I know it. Hold ye your peace. Again, Elijah said unto him, Elisha, Tarry here, I pray thee, for the Lord has sent him to Jericho. Okay, and the prophets were at Jericho, came to Elisha, said unto him, Knowest thou that the Lord will take thy master from thine head this day? And he said, Yea, I know it, hold ye your peace. Moreover, Elisha said unto him, Tarry, I pray thee here. Yeah, you're good. For the Lord has sent me to Jordan. But he said, As the Lord liveth, and as thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee. So they went both together, and 50 men of the sons of the prophets went off and stood on the other side afar off. And they stood by Jordan. Then Elijah took his cloak and wrapped it together and smote the waters, and they were divided hither and thither, and they went over to on the dry land. Now then, when they were passed over, Elijah said unto Elisha, Ask, what shall I do for thee? Okay, so this is after he gets sent up into the heavens. He gets beamed up by the starship from Star whatever. I get you. I'm reading it right now. I'm just looking at it and reading it. So yeah, so he gets beamed up by Scotty. And he said to him, Behold now that there be servants 50 strong men, let them go, and we pray thee, and seek thy master. If so be the Spirit of the Lord hath taken him up, and cast him upon some mountain or into some valley, but he said, Ye shall not send. Yet they were instant upon him, till he was ashamed, wherefore he sent. So they sent 50 men, which sought 3 days, and but found him not. Therefore they returned to him, for that he tarried at Jericho. And he said unto them, Did I not say unto you, Go not? And the men of the city said unto Elisha, Behold, we pray thee, the situation of the city is pleasant as thou, my lord, seest, but the water is not, and the ground barren. And he said, Bring me a new curse, and put salt therein. I don't think that's how it's meant to be said. It says cruse. Okay, these are old words, so. And they brought it to him, and he went unto the spring of waters, cast there the salt, and said, Thus saith the Lord, I have healed the water, death shall no more come thereof, neither barrenness of the ground. So the waters were healed until this day, according to the word of Elisha, which he had spoken. And he went up from thence unto Bethel, and he was going up the way. Little children came out of the city and mocked him. He said unto him, Come up, thou bald head, come up, thou bald head. And he turned back and looked on them and cursed them in the name of the Lord. And 2 bears came out of the forest and tare in pieces the 2 of the 40 children. 2 and 40 children. Wait, I don't get it. Tear in 2 and 40 children of them. So he went from thence to Mount Carmel. Where was this at? Return to Samaria. Where's this at? Bethel. Okay. I get you. I am failing to see how this was a god ego thing more than a reality that these people were being evil. They did not teach their children respect, which is historically what happened with the people in Israel at the time. And yes, Elisha cursed them, but considering he was there on the Lord's behalf and they mocked the Lord, it did seem kind of deserved. I mean, it sucks that these children happened to them, but again, the parents did not teach them well. But I feel like see how this is like a God problem more than just like a human issue of they failed to live up to God's expectation or what he had guided them to be. He brought them a prophet and they basically turned him away. So maybe you can expand on what you mean by that so I can understand where you're coming from. And that's just reading the scripture, by the way. I'm not bringing anything else onto it. Besides the historical account of what was going on then, which you read from the Kings, that at that time, a lot of Israel was evil. They were not doing good things. This is literally like the prerequisite to them being enslaved because of the fact that they were doing wrong. So, which again, all in scripture. That's all scriptural. There's nothing added to that. It does suck that the children had to die by a bear, for what it's worth. I think that's an awful situation to be in, period. I'm also looking at another English version real quick to make sure I read that right. Okay, so it said mauled 42. That's what they meant by that. Okay. Go up, Baldy. I like the Geneva one better, but I like this one funnier. It's funnier. It says, go up, Baldy, go up, Baldy. They just full on use the Baldy chant. And they were only boys, apparently. They're all small boys, apparently. But isn't this right after he just literally just gave them good water and land? Well, that's freaking backhanded. Yeah, because... oh, no, from Jericho he's observing the spirit of Elisha. No, that ain't it. Then some prophet said to Elisha. Yeah, then they went and searched, and then da-da-da-da-da. Returned to Jericho. Then the men of Jericho said everything sucks. Then he did bring water there, and then there he went to Bethel. I don't know why that got me laughing. That was just so stupid. Go up, Baldy! Go up, Baldy! Just... That's crazy. It's amazing how something still surprised me and somehow I still miss some of these stories. How sometimes there's goofy parts in here. Alright, back to the game. But I get you on the whole pasture explanation thing. Sometimes it's hard to explain those kind of things in the Kings. Telephone. That's not scary at all. Did Melly do something that maybe didn't come through? No. Okay, just want to make sure. Check everything, make sure no one's doing anything foolish. Yeah, that's gonna fix all your problems. One chair. Alright, so looks like that's where it wants me to go. I'm trying to go into any of these doors until after I do a bit of a search and thing. Oh boy, more blood. Another heat pack. It's pretty cool, you expect to find heat packs now. But this is way after they kind of completed the game properly, so... That's why it's like all these different animations in the game and everything. Nope, found the captain. Who apparently shot up.
Crew issues are escalating. Personality disorders, ongoing insomnia, bizarre lapses in judgment. The new captain has tasked me with resolving the situation, but none of my interventions have had any effect medically. Only strong sedation has kept some of the crew from self-harm and emotional breakdowns. Talking and writing has seen some benefit, if only for camaraderie. But I'm no psychologist. Their sense of self, of their relationship to time and identity,
Sounds Japanese.
all dissolving. The captain seems intent on keeping any estimate of rescue or landfall to himself. And without more help, I don't see a peaceful end to what is taking place among us. All that is left is doubt, and the face I present to the men.
So apparently he took a sedation and passed away in his sleep. Sucks. Clean and tidy. see. You're fine. You're fine. It's honestly that water weighing me down. But, oh well. Nope. Hello. Excuse me there, sir. Sorry to bother you. You would probably let my gal take a nap. Fairly sure she's had enough sleep for one day. She's had enough inspiration. Okay. Open the door! Course. So apparently we're just going up the tower part of the ship. Also, I need to refill this lantern. This thing is getting low. I hope I don't find like a giant tank. I'll just weigh me down. There. Bridge is blocked off.
Shit!
There's radio.
Someone destroyed all the radio equipment.
Come on,
Must have been
bruh.
after Terry picked up the distress call.
Yeah.
If you need help, why would you send out a message and then destroy the radio afterward? Unless you didn't want to be found. Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Pretty good question, though. I saw a crowbar. Took long enough. Oh, I can't open the microwave. I'm not allowed to have a fire axe, man. Let me have a fire axe, bro. It's just too heavy. Just meant to be for looks. Oh. Oh boy.
Never know. End up being useful.
Off again, open that up.
Been here a while.
Also notice my lantern actually follows the direction of the leaning of the ship. Kind of. Sea charts.
Okay, I'm no sailor, but best I can tell, the ship was passing well north of Great Bear Island until about 3 weeks ago. Based on the chart, the originally plotted course was modified multiple times.
Wow.
The last coordinates plotted on the map, which are still over 500 kilometers north of here. Was the ship lost? Did something happen to the engines? Or maybe the navigation equipment? At some point, they must have lost power like everything else. And then they just drifted here. Very, very far off course.
Yeah.
And someone kept updating the chart with their best guess of their current location. So the boat drifted without power for a while. Yeah, but it doesn't explain anything about what happened to the crew. Or why everyone is dead. Or missing. What is really going on here?
Alright, so see the captain. Maybe the captain has information. Oh, at least this was well preserved. This looks nice. Okay. Well, captain has eaten it and perished in the way. Pretty cool. Anything else in here?
This'll come in handy.
Sure. It's not all that heavy and it could come in handy going forward. Hey, Captain.
Best I can tell, it's been 14 days now since they picked me off my trawler. Engine dead, no GPS, dense fog, and this big bastard of a ship appears out of nowhere. They had jury-rigged some diesel contraption that kept the screws turning, but barely. Crazy but smart as hell, these guys. At least what's left of them after their old captain wandered overboard. And we keep coming across small boats with some survivors. They all have the same story. The lights showed up, and their ships went dark. No power. A few speak English, but they can't seem to tell me what the hell happened after the light showed up. As much as I'm grateful they found me, they dropped me into a big mess by electing me captain. But I know these waters, and based on how badly the crew is holding up, I wouldn't trust them to find a port anyway. Guys tied to their bunks, men throwing themselves into the sea. Never seen or heard of things going sideways like this, no matter how long they've been out. They keep jabbering about the call of the lights and a burning fire. It's for sure a damn strong aurora some nights, but I don't see what's so mystical about it all. But we have enough food for now, calm seas, and a good course for landfall soon.
So that's why they drink salt water, because they're burning in their chest. Okay. So they're burning in their chest, and that's why they do the whole drinking salt water, hopefully to cool it off. And for some reason, the lights are causing it to either throw them off board or throw them in water in their lungs. Or in their chest. Okay. Okay. Interesting dilemma, interesting dilemma. Light took him. No frick. Well, there's one of them. Another one. Oh, and the rest jumped overboard.
Oh my god.
Crikey.
What happened here?
For goodness sake.
It's worse than I ever
Aiden.
imagined. I need to get back to town.
Fair enough, Aiden.
Warn
fair
everyone.
enough. Oh my gosh. Good to see you, Aiden. How you doing?
We have to get out.
Oh, steady, girl. Catch your breath.
She looks cold. You give her a whiskey.
What's up, partner?
Let's try that again.
We have to get out. The aurora, the lights in the sky, the missing people, the ship, they are all connected.
What's she saying? What ship?
She isn't making sense.
The cargo ship, the Fukatsumaru, stuck in the ice in the bay. The missing people all called to the water, trying to drown themselves. The ship's crew and passengers, all dead. The Aurora's singing to them. We have to get out. We need to find shelter somewhere inland, away from the water.
She wants us to leave town in the middle of this quarantine?
Yes.
And with a murderer out there?
There's no murderer. Please, we need to go. It's not safe.
Maybe she's right.
She sounds crazy.
But go where? What is she talking about?
Drown themselves.
What ship?
Listen to me. If you want to live, everything that is happening right now is somehow connected to the Aurora. I can't explain how, but I know we are not safe here.
Astrid! Are you okay?
Jane! We need to get out. We need to get Freya and get out.
But what about Freya's treatment? You said Mackenzie would get it here.
He will. I still believe it, but it might not be enough. It might be too late.
Let's go back to my house. We can talk about it there.
No! You don't understand the Aurora!
I'll make you something warm, some soup, and we can check on Freya.
It's happening again!
What is?
It's just like in my research. I couldn't help them, most of them. I couldn't help them, just like the people on the ship.
Something's wrong with her.
No, I need...
It's called fear.
Mackenzie, why aren't you here?
I'll take her.
No, we have to get these people out.
Hey, look! Someone finally heard my distress call.
Oh god, it could have been anyone worse.
Well, well.
Mathis?
Looks like we found the party. You leaving so soon? Doctor.
It could not have been anyone worse than Mathis, mate. I guess now we get to play as her husband. Ex-husband, Mackenzie. Seems like we're trading off now to Mackenzie. Yep. Yep. Now we're on Mackenzie's side now. Yippee! Oh, she took 3D Mackenzie. This is new. Apparently all my clothes are gone, so I don't get to keep them.
Another night out in the cold. What am I even doing out here?
That's always the question, isn't it?
I'm Methuselah.
What are you doing here?
I told you before. I'm here as a witness. And have you found what you're looking for?
No. I mean, part of it. But I'm still searching.
Yet you have come such a long way.
Yeah. I'm not sure I know what for.
It's in your nature. Not a hero, just someone
stubborn enough to keep going.
Maybe that's all any of us can hope for. In the absence of a clear purpose. The drive to go on.
I have this case. I've been trying to find my wife, ex-wife, to give it to her. She's a doctor, and she needs it for something. I know it's important, otherwise she wouldn't have come up here with it in the first place. I've gone through hell to get to this moment. And I still have the case. And I'm still looking for her. Why am I doing that?
That's a good question.
You're no help. The first time I met you, you said, this has all happened before. What did you mean by that?
Nature works in cycles. Things change, and living things adapt to the change, or they don't. The lights in the sky, they are a warning of things to come.
But what is coming? I still don't understand.
A time for people stubborn enough to keep going, even when the purpose or the outcome isn't clear. It's not about what's in the case. It's about how far you'll go and what you're willing to do, not knowing what's in the case. Not about the reason or the purpose, but about doing something, anything, because of what you believe.
What the hell does that mean?
Who are you talking to?
Nobody, Jace. Nobody at all. Go back to sleep. Can't you just tell me what's going on?
Alright. So he's a figment of our imagination. So he's a figment.
Hey, sun's coming up. Gotta get moving.
You must have been freezing.
Nah.
I was just having the strangest dream.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was at the beach. It was summer. My mom and my sister were there. I was a kid, but my sister was grown up. You know, messed up dream logic shit. I was afraid to go in the water, but my mom and sister said, "It's okay. You'll be happy in there." So we all held hands and started to walk into the water. And I felt it come up over my feet, then my ankles, then my knees, then my thighs, higher and higher. I said to my mom, "Are you sure this is a good idea?" She just looked at me and smiled, didn't say anything. And then I felt scared. I looked back at the beach and all the people were gone except for a man. I couldn't see him clearly, he was all blurry. We were already too far into the water, but he was tall and I could see that he had a beard. And a big blue coat, kind of like your parka. And I remember thinking, he must be so hot wearing that parka at the beach. And he called out, he was yelling and waving his hands at us. But I couldn't hear what he was saying. It was like his mouth was yelling, but nothing was coming out. No sound. Screaming silence. And when I looked back at my mom and my sister, they were smiling and singing. But the singing wasn't voices, it was like music from heaven. But instead of making me feel safe, I felt afraid. I tried to pull my hands back to swim to shore, but I couldn't. They were holding too tight. I screamed, but my face was already in the water. My mouth was so full of water, I couldn't spit it out. It was like tar in my mouth. And the underwater was black. But instead of water, it was stars. And the ocean was space. And then I woke up.
Well, that's some dream.
Yeah. How about you? You sleep okay?
Yeah, sure. You okay to walk?
I feel like I've been hit by a truck or maybe a train, but I'll manage.
Okay.
We'd better get going.
That was some quick thinking back in the dam, throwing us overboard into the sluiceway.
Seemed like the only good option at the time.
Think those assholes will come after us?
Atlas's gang? Hard to say. But we probably shouldn't stick around.
We need to get back to Atwood.
Any idea where we should be headed from here?
I'm not familiar with this area. My way to and from the observatory was by road.
Right.
Alright.
Do you remember any landmarks that might help?
All I know is we were high up in the mountains. I remember her complaining about some kind of logging operation at the base of the mountains, though. That could be around here somewhere, I guess.
Makes sense. Okay. Towards the mountains, then.
Keep up, Mackenzie.
Alright. What we got inventory wise, mate? Alright. Come on, let's go. Do it, up, do it.
You see anything?
Oh boy.
Not yet. Keep looking.
Shit! They found us.
Not yet. But they're closer than I'd like.
Oh, we shouldn't have slept so long.
After Black Rock and the river, we were half dead.
Now we're gonna be fully dead.
Well, we don't know that.
We can make a run for the logging camp you mentioned.
Make a last stand? You thinking?
I was more thinking maybe we lose them along the way.
See what happens.
I have an even better idea. We'll split up. You boost me up here, and I'll take another path. Make some noise. That'll confuse them for sure. With any luck, they'll get lost in the woods, and nobody ever hears from them again.
Sounds like a risky plan.
Okay.
You have a better idea?
Nothing's coming to mind.
Just boost me. I'll lead them away. We'll regroup at the logging camp.
Okay. But be careful.
I have a bit of unfinished business with these clowns.
They aren't messing around, Jace.
Yeah, but neither am I.
Alright. Up you go.
Up you go.
Thanks, Mackenzie.
You be careful now.
Don't worry about me.
See ya.
Hey! Hey, convict assholes! Hey! Over here!
That's the most hollow sounding whistle. So I'm guessing Matthias is probably going to have Astrid try to help Donner. My responsibility with him is try to get her to the observatory. At least with Mackenzie. So. Like I said, I am freezing. Yeah, I don't need any food. Over there? Nope. Suppose I'll get some decent gear to replace all my gear I had. Alright, so we got some food. Gotta hurry though. I'm getting cold. Unfortunately, got no axe. And I ain't seen anyone nearby. Hang in there, Mac. I'm gonna think it going. Two. Septic.
I could use this.
Okay. Let's get a fire going. Let's cattail head. That's what it is. Yeah. Should output a decent amount of heat, and I can make some water while I'm waiting. Give Jace time to... Oh, I can. I have to just sit here and wait. Alright, what do I actually have? I didn't get a chance to check, so... Okay. Okay. That's about everything I have. I think I'm gonna need any tinder plugs with those, so. Yeah. For this to boil. Nice, everything waiting here. Give me plenty of time to wait for my person to get all nice and warm. Alright. Back on the road. Just grab more sticks on the way just in case I need to make another fire. Oh. I was gonna ask, like, where the frick even am I on the map? You didn't even give me one. Hey, Chase.
Hey there.
Thank goodness. You had me worried.
I set a couple of false trails. That ought to keep them busy for a while. Those idiots are not exactly experts at the great outdoors.
I don't like this.
You see any signs of the logging camp yet?
Nothing.
What's that over there?
Huh?
Looks like something in the snow.
I'll check it out.
Good. Keep going. I feel like we're getting closer.
Be careful.
You too.
Oh, that. Oh, that. It's a full-on person.
This stuff will come in handy. Why do I get the feeling I'm going to be needing these soon?
Improvised knife. Better than nothing. Should just be able to use that to break stuff down if I need to. I don't like this at all. Okay. I don't see trees. No chopped ones, though.
Damn wolves. Will I ever be rid of you?
Mm-mm. Thankfully, I got things to defend myself with. Just in case. Just want the old man's beard lichen wolf. Here's all yours. Piss off.
Can't feel my feet.
Nope. That's not happening. Whew. These wolves can't climb up that thing.
Never felt so cold in my life.
How about that? We got a place to warm up, so don't worry, Mackenzie. As for food, I think we can just go vegetarian. In terms of at least not having to eat a rabbit. Bars up full. Beans. Cooking pot. I don't have a hatchet, so... But I have a place to at least start a fire. That's more than nothing. Yeah. Come on.
Come on. Come on. It worked.
Let's see. I don't really need those, so. It's time to warm up. Just go make some water. Oh, you're good. Everything okay? I'm just happy you came back. For what it's worth. Gotcha. I know you were here when I was starting to read it. I read through it. I see where I could see where people can get the idea that God had an ego. Especially if pastors had said that. So. So I did read through it and stuff. Just that way I'm not just farting out crap that I don't really understand, so. Yeah. That being said, with all respect to the idea where you're coming from. Yeah, you're good. I do have trouble seeing how God had an ego in that moment, as much as that, like I said, as I said earlier, the people there were evil, and the fact that they let their children just kind of mock God and the prophet that they so swore to, kind of seems kind of backhanded. Not necessarily on God, but more or less on the people. But at the same time, like I said, I get where it comes from. Because this is right after Elijah blessed Elisha and then sent him up. You know, because Elijah went up to heaven and then Elisha was left behind as the prophet in his place. During the time when God used prophets to talk to the people because no one cared anymore. Everyone stopped listening to God at that point in the Israelic faith. Or in Israel at the time. Because 3/4 of the king. I'll say about 5, 6 of the kings in the books of Kings and both Kings. They all were terrible. They always didn't follow God anyway, and always couldn't give two fricks about what he had to say. Which started from like Saul, and then kind of went on from there. But Ash still gets it. I am sorry to hear that some pastors haven't given you great explanations that pleased you. Oh, I'm full. Oops. Not gonna do that. But his words in the mouth of God as much as they do the universe. That's true. In a lot of different religions, it's possible that they do that. But I will say that God did specifically bless these people. You know, God himself really did, and they really did speak on his behalf. He rarely did they ever step out of line for what it was worth. But though I do get what you mean, prophets can be a very dangerous concept. And yet still, God used prophets because no one was listening to anything else that he had to say. And God didn't used to have to do that. The only reason it got that bad is because everyone in the king's world, who they were supposed to listen to for God, who they wanted instead of God, had to use prophets because no one listened to the kings. Or the judges. And so, by that point, it had just gotten so bad. You know. Heck, one of the prophets, Jeremiah, he was just a kid. He was only 12 years old, you know. He was only a 12-year-old kid for most of his time. And he had to go out and say, Israel will be destroyed! Most of his life. And then be on the run as a 12-year-old. I can't even begin to imagine that kind of pressure. Yeah, and that's true. A lot of people have done that, and I'm not really for that kind of stuff. Because there's not necessarily specific people who God makes prophets. It's just people who speak on his behalf. And ultimately it's up to the people to, with God's guidance, to hopefully make a decision between good and evil. And make sure what they're saying is true. But I agree. It can be twisted. But we are broken people, so... So much stuff in the Christian faith to look at. I get where you're coming from. I do get where you're coming from. I do think it's sad when people do that. I think it's a horrid thing. Because obviously during here in America, you know, we have times where people justified certain things that shouldn't have ever happened, period, like slavery. And they use the Bible to justify it. Things like that. Yeah. So do I generally. If I never believed in Christianity, I don't think I'd want to be Islamic either, to be honest. But not everyone within that community believes in Islamic beliefs. Some of them are forced, unfortunately. Because, you know, it's death or no, it's death or belief. And so... it does suck. But yeah. Yeah, I'm well aware of how Christianity has been used to promote evil, and believe me, if anyone's not happy about it, it's the guy who created Christianity, which was God himself, so... He's not too kind and happy about the way things went when people were using it for justification of evil. Which he promotes against. Very much. In scripture, he promotes against it. He's like, no, 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 we're not doing that. Which the people did do during Jesus' time. They did use the gospel to promote evil like greed and gluttony. Just kind of take everything they were doing, just kind of simulate it down to a couple of ideas. And pride. Pride was another one, if I recall correctly. Jesus called them whitewashed tombs. Outside's all clean, inside's all filthy and dead. This is almost done. I'm gonna see if I can't cook myself some tea or coffee. But yeah. That being said, I am happy you're seeing the heresy inside Christianity. You know, I'm happy you're not just being, like, blatantly letting those things come into your head. So. It shows you have a sound mind and you are thinking straightly and soberly. Yeah, the fact that he ain't even the actual one, yeah. I've heard that so much. Everyone thinks he's white or black or something when he's actually just a tan dude. With actually no descriptable features, really. Yeah. That was voice crack. Yeah, I agree. It's goofy. Depiction of sand. Yeah. Exactly. He was definitely of a darker complexion. He had a bit more melanin in his skin than the ones that they painted. But again, there's arguments to be made against the idea that that people are allowed to make artistic ideas of what they think. At the end of the day, it's not going to really affect anything in some ways, depending on how you look at it, obviously. You know, God's not going to lose his whole freaking mind because someone makes a depiction of him that isn't really proper. He would more lose his mind over how people act about him and treat others, honestly. Like you're talking about. Took one famous painting, yeah. That is true. And who knows what the original artist thought about it when they made it, you know. Who knows what they were thinking when they made it. I don't think they were trying to make a white Jesus. They might just took inspiration from their time and thought, what if he was white? You know, what would he look like? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know the guy who made it, so I wouldn't be able to speak on his behalf anyway. But it is food for thought. But yeah, I agree. Christianity has gotten quite out of hand than what it should have been initially. Yeah. It's just funny thing. Yeah. Exactly.
Telling you, that was her voice. The girl from the prison. One that messed up all the systems.
I didn't think it was possible. The way they ended up in the river.
I told you they were still alive.
Bullshit. You thought Mathis was crazy when he sent us after them.
I mean, Mathis is crazy.
What the hell are we even doing out here?
You want to push back on Mathis?
No. No way.
We need this. After the fuck up in Black Rock, Mathis is on the warpath. We need a win. Otherwise, we'll end up like the others. Let's find these two and get back to the group.
Mathis just said bring the pilot. He doesn't care about the girl.
Yeah, but she and I have some unfinished business.
Interesting. Interesting. That said, I gotta say something. I'm appreciative of your openness to the actual, like, discussion. And not just being like, I hate all this conversation. I don't want to talk about it. Blah, blah, blah. I appreciate you having such an open mind to having an open discussion about these hard topics. I have met a few people in your situation that just ultimately just do not give two flying fricks to talk about it. They don't give no care in the world to talk about this kind of stuff. So, very appreciative of your open heart. Viking.
I think I can use this.
Yeah. Spider-Man! Or just dead. I only carried it with me just in case, but I didn't figure out I needed it any further. Also, still no sign of the logging camp, unfortunately. Figured we would have seen it by now. I actually have no idea where I'm at, actually.
Shit. Not this again.
Oh yeah, this again. Bring it on. Let me light this now before things get out of hand. I don't have a chance. What? What? Oh well. Got a bit of bruising and my clothes got ripped, so that's always fun. Is that the only choice I actually have to defend myself, is a torch? For the one flare I don't want to use just yet. Sick. Okay, cup of coffee. Looks helpful. Pain reducer. Restarting the next fire won't be so painful. I would have figured that would have led to me to more stuff, considering what I found. Alright. Ouch. Gosh, there's so many of you. Oh, I should have to throw it at the wolf. Oh. I thought I should have to throw it near the poor thing. Well, that's food for thought in the future. Gotta actually hit the wolf. There it is. Figure out how to get down there. That's all I got left. Get
my head feel thick.
Go on, get. I ripped up my freaking stuff. This bag. Okay. Lighting it. Piss off.
Hope I can still eat this.
I had some feeling there was going to be something like that here, but I was hoping not. Oh well. That's different. I just got to pick them off the thing.
Think.
By the way, here's the logging camp. At least a logging camp. I'm not seeing Jace. Okay.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Painkillers, antiseptic. Beans. Beans. Pretty sure I'm actually allowed to tear up crates with my hands, I'm pretty sure, but I don't want to try it. Oh, thank God, another flare. Literally my saving grace. I'm hoping for an axe.
Could end up being useful.
Of course, the game likes to bone me instead. He's nice. Baseball cap, t-shirt. Come on, axe! It failed me. Alright, this place seems pretty well just cleaned out. A bit warm again. I can actually do some searching around here now. Alright, I don't see anything, so. Hopefully she's in here. Jace.
Great. A map. Maybe now we can find a way out of here.
Can't
Okay, well,
be
no
too
Jace.
careful.
Okay, so that's where we're at. Let's go across the river. Okay.
What have we here?
Painkillers could come in handy. We don't get why I can't just take one of these backpacks for extra storage, by the way. Throw it over my shoulder like a continental soldier and head on out. There's a can, but I don't think I really care about a can.
Should come in handy.
Might sleep here for like an hour just to warm up if I can. At least just pass the time. No, just a wire. Alright, I want to make sure all my clothes are actually being put on me, which looks like it is. That, of course, sucks. Fleece mittens are better. T-shirt just sucks in general. I'll work on doing some of these crafts and warm up. Yeah. Kill some time here too. Alright, looks good to me. Got plenty of wood on me, which is basically the majority of my weight. Saying I don't really have home base right now, it's pretty much why I'm carrying everything right now. Don't need you. I think all my clothes would actually be in a decent state. Apparently not. Again, it doesn't even give me that time of day of making all my clothes at least like somewhat near 100%. Well, actually, maybe it does, actually. Never mind. Just because I got bit up by that dumb wolf. Tisk tisk. Alright, looks good to me. Finish up these pork and beans. Been opened. My favorite meal. My favorite snack. Pack of jerky. Alright, back on the road. Jace.
You made it.
Okay, there's an axe.
Yep. Pretty sure I got those idiots turned around for good.
Yeah. It's gonna be tough to find this camp in the fog.
What happened to you? You look like hell. Are those teeth marks?
I met some old friends along the way.
What do you have against wolves anyway?
I think the better question is, what do they have against me? Good news. Looks like we're heading in the right direction.
Right. Great. I'm mine.
Trust me, they aren't my favorite either.
I remember Atwood telling me a couple of hikers went missing there last year. Search and rescue got in there but had to give up. Too unstable.
And let me guess, we need to pass through it.
Well, no, not if we can find another way up and over that mountain.
Uh-huh.
Unstable mind it is, then.
Except, I don't know if I can do it.
We'll go slowly. I'll help you.
No, you don't understand. I don't go underground. Mine scare the shit out of me. I'm claustrophobic.
Okay, then. There's got to be another way.
Well, I guess we could find a way around the mountains.
But that would take days. Maybe weeks. I'm not sure we have that kind of time, Jace.
Yeah. I'm worried about Atwood. She's been on her own for too long.
Let's get closer to the mine and see what we can figure out.
Yeah, I mean, it might be one of those mines that isn't completely dark.
Our luck has to change at some point.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy.
Looks like tracks leading this way. I see boot prints. Finally. Mathis will be pleased.
Shit! What was it you were saying about our luck changing? Time for the last stand, I guess.
We gotta move. But where?
Hear that?
The sounds of convicts getting closer?
No, the other sound, like rushing water.
Maybe the river switches back.
Let's go.
Oh, where am I going? Oh. So do I actually have an axe now, by the way? I saw him pick it up. Yes, I do.
Well, that looks... It looks like a terrible idea.
Uh-huh.
I was trying to come up with something good to say, but it looks like a terrible idea.
How are you with heights?
A bit better than I am with fast-moving water, I guess.
I'll see if I can find a way across. Wait here and keep an eye out for Mathis's goons.
Will do.
And take this. Hopefully you don't need to use it.
Be careful out there, Mackenzie.
I will. Oh, I see. I see. This ain't freaking scuffed. So be it. Okay. Easy part done. The hard part done, I think. Yeah. I think it would be a decently smart idea to cover our tracks as we went along. Alright. What it is. This doesn't feel risky at all. I'm also the invisible man based on my shadows. Okay.
Jace! Get in the cable car!
We should have our own? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. been working on the railroad every gosh darn day. Barely making it by on nothing.
Okay, halfway.
That was some fancy footwork getting across, Mackenzie.
She has her own freaking
You impressed me.
Don't ask me how I'm getting...
Hey!
Yeah.
Why will those assholes leave us alone?
I don't get the sense that Mathis is a turn-the-other-cheek kind of guy.
Think they decided to just kill us?
Yeah.
I'm starting to get that idea.
What are we gonna do?
We don't have a choice. I have to get you to the other side.
But the convicts, you're heading straight at them.
Yep.
I'll figure something out.
I'm coming, folks. I'm coming.
Over there! Just scare them.
Hi, fellas.
Look! Well. If it isn't the pilot.
Well, hello again, guys. You're a long way from the burning prison where I left you.
Mathis is gonna be very happy to see you again, asshole. Yeah. Happy to split your skull open, he means.
I can't say the feeling's mutual.
Get out, and let's get going. What about the girl? I told you, Mathis doesn't care about her. She's not the one he's looking for.
Look, guys.
Shut the fuck up, man. Let's get going.
But...
All right.
Ow!
Damn you! Don't be a hero, pilot, or we shoot the lady on the other side.
Okay, guys. You got me.
Holy shit! Get down!
Adios. Really? This ain't dumb at all.
Hey!
Bye! I'm coming! I'm coming!
Hey!
I'm coming!
No!
Looks like you missed.
Mackenzie? Mackenzie!
What was that?
Wake up!
his toes.
Wake up, man! Mackenzie! Don't leave me here, alone.
Pretty sure he's fine.
What happened?
I think,
you've been
he
shot.
missed.
I don't think so.
Hey, Case got it. Took it. It took the hit.
I knew there was a reason I've been carrying this damn thing.
Bulletproof. There's no guy with a revolver over there still.
Think we should get out of here?
Yeah. Looks like we're going through that mine after all.
Yeah.
I just need to catch my breath.
Good idea. Wait here. I'm gonna look around.
Okay, so make sure there's anything back here. Oh, let's see what else is around here chilling. Seen a gun of any kind. A lot of coal though. Large chunks.
There's the entrance to the mine.
Don't we have an axe? Chop it away. Maybe use a pry bar, man. You have a pry bar. Maybe it's that rotten though. Come on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have to take this piece of wood out. I'm guessing we're just crawling in.
I found a way in.
I
I know. You don't like mines.
don't think you understand. This goes beyond not liking something. I'm terrified of them. Maybe I should stay here, and you can go on and find Atwood on your own.
I'll scout ahead. Find some light for us. And then I'll guide the way. I won't leave you alone in there. We can do this. Together.
Ugh, I feel like I'm gonna be sick. Mackenzie, I'm sorry, but the only way I'm continuing deeper into this mine is if you find a way to light it up better than this.
I'm sure there's a way to get the old light system working. Just give me a minute to figure it out.
Lights.
See?
Thank God. Nice work, Mackenzie.
Oh, good. There's even a battery-operated crank light.
This'll come in handy.
What the heck? Is that poison gas?
Yep.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Energy drink, shelves. That's it. Okay. Alright. Definitely have to go around the gas.
Whatever you did, the gas seems to have disappeared.
Okay. Be there in a minute. Let's see if these miners left anything behind.
Jace!
Yeah?
An elevator. Let's go.
All aboard!
So, you and Atwood. What brings you out here?
I'm studying under Dr. Atwood. She's a genius.
But why way out here?
Radio telescopes are usually built in remote locations to avoid interference. Honestly, the more remote, the better.
Not when you have to walk to get there, though, right?
Right.
That's fair. At least on a positive note, if this thing ever broke down, you could just climb up all these wooden beams. On with the light.
Absolute darkness. Poison gas. I'm starting to feel like we're not meant to be here.
Nope. Guess I'll be back. I don't get why I ever take a stone with me, but so be it.
Excellent.
Yep. Soda's always handy. Wow, this is like the tool brigade. Holy crap. Whoa!
Holy shit.
Well, that was the tool brigade.
Too close. It's lucky Jace couldn't see that.
Yeah.
How's it looking over there, Mackenzie?
This place is confusing as hell. But I think we're getting somewhere.
No gas mask.
That'll come in handy.
Yeah. Where's that go? Oh, I just had to put it on. Okay, I see. Oop, I can't see. Guess those are filters.
Could end up being useful.
Yup. Please tell me that went on immediately. Okay, good. So now it's not the do I put on the do I put on the respirator? Yeah, that's what I wanted. That ain't it. Hey, if not, I could describe how to put on this dumb respirator. Through the gas in this horrid place. Friend, off with you. I'm trying to take out this. I was gonna try to use this respirator thing and put on a new one, but I guess not. Whatever. Car bar with matches. Bunch of junk. And a glass part of the mine. That looks stable. That area, I hate that. Every bit of that I hated. Okay. Guess you're just like little nooks and crannies of the mine. Crazy. It's a light switch. It's on. Either I guess I gotta get Jace over here in order to get up there, or something else. Let's see. She don't want to come in here.
Okay, great. Now I can actually see.
I cannot see.
Okay, great. Now I can actually see.
You're welcome.
I think I can use this.
An opener. So this is search and rescue.
If you brief me, I can check it out. See if it's a way forward.
Worth a try.
Hold on there a second. There's light, you're fine. Just kind of curious about something. Hold on. Oh, that's such a tease. Like, that is such a tease, bruh. Oh. Game sucks. I guess it's fine. Alright. Scooter boosted up there. Hey, Jace. Up you go. Thank you. Oh. Beans, always good to have a little bit extra food. Extra water's not bad either.
Is that the next elevator?
Looks like it.
Oh my god.
Too much stuff to carry.
You can do it. Good for your strength training. Come on, Jace. Up to the top.
So, the hard case. What's that all about?
It belongs to my wife. Ex-wife.
Must be something important inside.
There you go.
Yep. Must be.
You mean you don't know what's inside?
Nope.
And you're risking your life to bring it back to her?
Yep.
Mackenzie,
Yes, Jace?
you're kind of a strange guy.
Right.
Yep. Drinking, just keep drinking. We have arrived.
Ah, lights.
Yep.
Thank God.
Alright, darling, I got you. She goes right on ahead of me.
Doesn't look like there's another way around. We need to cross this chasm.
Great.
Think if we push this down, it would make a tiny bridge?
Another good idea.
Before I get started on that. What's this all go to? Oh, see a bit of food and stuff. A bit of wood, don't care about it. It's really making me appreciate the gas lamp. Holy crap. Where the frick am I going? Coffee. Sprint. Thank you. Torch if I need it. Canisters. I'm assuming the gas is about to go back on again here soon. Explosives. Crikey. I found our lost hikers.
What have we here?
Just one of them anyway. Definitely don't need these. Oh. Oh, it does it automatically, okay. Cool. Drop it. Get that off. I'm back. That's obviously the way it wants me to go, but I wanted to see what this is about. Did I just put it on automatically? Nope. I do have to do it myself. Where's it even stored? Oh, it's in the medical. I guess that kind of makes sense. It's a blooming thing. Some light. And for us to get through that, she's gonna have to turn off the gas first. Yep. Okay. Take that off. I have to figure my way up there in order to turn that crap off. Alright, pull it down. Push!
That worked.
You leaving me here?
Let me scout ahead. I'll find a way
Right
for
back.
us to get out of here.
Suits me. Rather wait here by the light anyway.
So they brought water in or something? That's the underground reservoir. I think I'm scouted. I don't see anything over there. Canister for the mask, gas mask.
This stuff will come in handy.
Carry those down for cloth later if I need it really badly. Another cup of coffee. You juggy. This thing's great and all, but man, trying to get this thing powered is a pain. New boots.
That'll come in handy.
Oh, there's the socket handle. That's what I was looking for. This way the gas line, I think. Thank you. Oh, I have 5 of these. Let's pop one. Need a break. I'm trying to do that freaking whirly bit. Hello.
All the shaking and dust and shit is not giving me confidence about this place.
In my
Same here.
experience, this is just what mines do.
Just what mines. Well, at least the ventilation
breath,
system is still
Jace.
working in this place. Somehow.
Guess I'm not taking that back now. Cool. Lights are on and gas is off. We are able to go up to the next floor. Theoretically, you could take some of this stuff off of me, by the way. Should we both share this gear? But I'll drop a couple bottles of those. What else could I drop that's heavy? Probably the wood for now. Stuff's not exactly as necessary now. So far. Those don't change weight if I tear it down. If I don't need you. That would change. If you know Mackenzie, I would like change the boots out for the other boots. They're a little better. Yeah, by quite a margin. Except for the waterproofness. That's alright. And they're a little heavier on those, but that's alright. Otherwise, mostly just food kind of weighing me down. It's not even that, probably just tools, honestly. I don't need that. That's not necessary. There we go. And I don't need this much wood or this. Like me. There we go.
Elevator time, Jace.
Right behind you.
They do it. Up and away.
So, your research. What's it about?
You know much about astrophysics?
Not really.
We're scanning for signals. Gathering data.
What for?
I think it's better if Dr. Atwood explains it.
Sounds mysterious.
You could say that.
Alright. Light.
Lights! Great! Now we can really see how dark this place is.
I somehow feel that in some
We might be
ways.
pushing our luck, but I wonder if we can get that crane running again.
I mean, not without power.
I bet it has a manual setting. See if you can find a way to unlock the system. Could be our
Yeah, give me a second.
Right. I'll see what I can find.
You're probably looking for some kind of key.
Sure, there's always a key. It's just never anywhere close to where you need it.
There goes the walkway. I was I just come up here and look.
That key?
Still looking.
Oh, I ain't up here. Just like he says, never where you're looking. Let's see what's down here at the bottom of the embankment.
Yep.
Yep.
Keep talking. Hearing your voice is helping me orient myself in this confusing place.
Designed this mine layout was an idiot. Going that way, that place is knocked off and closed off.
The second we can, Jace. Believe me, I don't much like this place either.
Where that goes, I go back across over here. No. I have a feeling the keys over back down that one cave I saw that was kind of next to it. Just a hunch.
I'll scout ahead.
I guess just the elevator. Yeah, key's probably down that one hallway. Somehow that doesn't break my legs. It's probably down here. See. Matches bench lockers. Bunch of stuff in it. Something I've not found yet is like a hunting knife to replace my old one. I don't mind the improvise, but hunting is better generally. But maybe it doesn't matter that much right now.
Is it food or?
No torch. There's our key. Was kind of where you were. It was kind of nearby. Brush my light, turn it off, and then we'll get Jace across. All right. Here you go. Should be good. That should definitely be good.
Great work, Mackenzie. Now get back over here so we can leave, okay?
Yep. I think fair enough where I gotta go. My dumb brains had to scout ahead.
Great. You made it. Now it's all the same to you. Get the hell out of here.
I almost missed a backpack.
Hope I can still eat this.
So far, majority of the stuff I've been finding is just mostly food and a few bit of gear items, but other than that, not much else. Which is fine, but I just figured I'd find a bit more stuff than that.
Jace, what's your favorite time?
Elevator time. Let's get out of here.
Yo. Hopefully that's the last one I actually had to do.
Before, when you asked about my research with Dr. Atwood.
Yeah?
I'm not trying to be evasive. It's just...
It's okay, Jace. We're not all cut out to be astrophysicists.
It's not that I don't think you can understand it.
Sure.
It's more that the research is a little... It's a little fringe.
Fringe?
Let's just say it's not exactly going to get written up in the regular scientific journals.
Yeah.
You have no idea what Dr. Atwood's doing up here, do you?
I mean, mostly.
Mostly?
Yeah. Mostly.
Okay. There's the exit out button from Fallout.
It's only the dark. Nothing to be scared of.
Nope, and I'm going in. Look, I even see the door.
Mackenzie.
Sure I'm not missing anything.
Is this the way out?
You seem excited to leave.
Stop fooling around. I need to feel fresh air on my face.
Just gotta get past this massive door.
Here, help me. Turn the other handle.
Right.
Lady, I've been waiting to do that. Turn the wheel! Fresh air, here we come. It sounds like fresh air. Very cold, windy fresh air.
Get the hell out of this place now, please.
Right behind you.
Let's
I think I can
go.
smell fresh air.
Where I can see the fresh air. Let alone smell it. You may want to start running. Or not.
Well,
That's one trip.
the good news is nobody's going to be coming after us through that.
Mm-mm. I was let down. Tell me we end up at like the research station. All right.
There it is. Home sweet home.
Looks nice.
Feels more like the ends of the earth up here.
We're above the tree line. The weather is unforgiving, but there's a peacefulness. Being this close to the ceiling of the world.
Not words I'd have expected from a girl who grew up in the big city.
Being up here does something to you. Makes everything seem
tiny.
less, somehow.
I think I understand what you mean.
I hope we're not too late.
All right, y'all. That being said, I think that's where I'm going to call it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. I definitely enjoyed playing today. Just because the way things are coming out to be and stuff, I don't really want to kind of push it. And oh wait, I'm halfway there, so obviously we'll try to do more of this tomorrow, and then probably have one, or not tomorrow, but Monday, Tuesday. Probably take a break on Wednesday, figure some things out, and then Thursday, Friday. So hopefully I wish you guys all the best. God bless. Have a wonderful rest of your night, and I do wish each and every one of you some nice ease and calm during this weekend, safety, and hopefully some fun. And hopefully we'll see you guys then. God bless, and have a wonderful rest of your night. Peace out.